The tricky part is maintenance is not always worth it. See, it almost seems like wisdom, shall we say, Greek mythology basically, that we have to do this thing because it's necessary. And that's called maintenance. We have to do maintenance, right? We have to maintain stuff. Your car, your house, even apparently your water heater. I realized looking into replacing water heater that, because ours was really making these cling sounds. There's probably big balls of some minerals in there. And they said you're supposed to check your anode every year, and that's a pretty big deal. It's something deep inside to empty out the water. Usually people don't do it themselves, they hire someone to do it. But you think about it, or I thought about it, it's like, if you do the financial calculation, so first of all, it takes some time. That guy's got to come here, he's got to do all this work. It's probably not free, right? Is he going to charge $100, $200? Let's say 150. So let's say, normally it lasts 7 to 10 years, not maintenance. And with maintenance, it can last 15 to 20 years. It's almost double, right? Or it is double. But if you have to pay $150 every year, is that financially worth it? Because I only paid $1,300 to get a new Bradford white water heater. $150, that's at 8 to 9 years. I might as well not maintain it, just let it go, right? And it's not going to be working in great condition, and that's it, right? Is it worth it to have everything in tip-top condition? And I think that's interesting because if we look at things in life that are important, we actually say no, right? Are airplanes in tip-top condition? I guess I should say yes if you're going to take a flight tomorrow or the day after. But the answer is actually no. Like people discover that, hey, they use duct tape to do this. You're like, seriously? Well, it worked. The plane was fine. Like you see Teslas, they sometimes put things together with duct tape. You can go 80 miles an hour and it's not falling apart. So maintenance, even for very important things, we don't. And I would say for the most important thing, we actually do not. Like our body. Do we maintain our body? I don't know about you, but for me, right? The answer is no. So why is it? Why is maintenance often not worth it, right? I mean, you could say for a lot of mechanical things, it's a Gillette model. The companies have a conspiracy. They want to be very hard to maintain, that they just want to replace it, right? They make more money that way. But I would say it's just our psyche somehow. Maintenance is really difficult, and we find it not worth it, right? And our body we can't replace. So it's not even like you can replace a water heater. You can't replace the body. You can replace a house, a car, anything almost. But your body you can't. But somehow we still don't maintain it, right? And I would say it's that we don't like grinds, or I don't like grinds, and maybe you don't. And maybe the vast majority of people in America don't like grinds. You don't like stuff that's just slow. Do it over and over. Boring. Never see any results, right? I mean, you maintain something well, it just works, right? It's not going to be as good as new because it's not new. Your car is 5 years old, but it works well. And that's the most you can hope for with maintenance. I think for bodies, that's the same way though. If you maintain your body, yeah, it still works, right? I'm old and I can still walk, so that's good, right? But it's not like you're working towards something like bodybuilding or some swimming competition where you could actually achieve the goal. You could excel. Maintenance is keeping the same, which is not enticing enough for us to put in effort for some reason. So I guess the key is if we really want people to maintain it, either you got to make it explode if they don't, right? Really big consequences. Or you got to make it better somehow if they maintain it. So it performs even better than it did originally, which seems strange.